In this tutorial, I'll show you how to prepare and export logo files for clients using Adobe Illustrator. We will walk through logo variations, color modes, file types that I use, and how I organize all of my files. If you'd like to follow along with this project, you can find a logo export cheat sheet and some practice files at the bottom of this video. So I just wrapped up this logo project for a client. So a few steps before we set this file up for export. We need to check a few things. This logo has lots of strokes in it, and we have some text here, and we need to outline the strokes and outline our text. So if someone opens this file in the future and tries to resize it, the strokes won't change on them, and they will have the fonts embedded as shapes. So first step, I'm just going to select the whole logo and go up to Object, Path, Outline Stroke. So you can see it now made all of these strokes into solid shapes instead of strokes. Next, let's outline our fonts. So I'm selecting all the text here and go up to Type, Create Outlines. Okay, so now our fonts are shapes instead of live text. Something else to check before you get started exporting logos is to check all of your colors. So just to go through your logo design and make sure you're not using too many colors. Let's say I have selected a red for this and a red for this, and the reds may not match perfectly. It's very easy to have like an extra color in here that you don't see. For instance, I noticed earlier this red for this bat and this red on the circle were just a slightly different red. So the best way to check that is to go and select a color in your design and go up to Select, Same Fill Color. You can also select the same stroke color. And when you do that, you'll be able to see everything in the design that's using the same color swatch. I have my swatches panel here and you can see it's selected. So if something is not selected, you know it's not the same hue or it's a different color. So go through and check all these and make sure they're correct. Okay, so I'm gonna set this up on a large artboard. Let's just double check the artboard size. So go up to Document Setup. You can also find that under Window, and I like to say Edit Artboards. And this selects the artboard, and I can see the size of the artboard up here. I have set it already to 2000 pixels by 2000 pixels. I like to design my logo artboards when I'm exporting at that size because when you export a JPEG or a PNG, for instance, the files are really big and your clients will be able to use those files for lots of different things. If you're starting with a really tiny artboard and you export a JPEG, they're not going to have a good file size to use for a wide range of projects. So I've checked my artboard size, and now that I've fixed this logo, I'm just going to resize it to make it fit the artboard. Okay, so we want to rename this artboard. Let's go up to Window, Artboards, and I like to indicate what color this logo is. So this is a full color logo. So in the artboard name, I'm just going to double click into it and say full color. So when I export this, it's going to actually add this full color name into the file name. Let's first export this file for the web. So a couple things we need to check. Go up to File, Document Color Mode. It's currently set to RGB, and RGB is the web color mode. So we're going to do that first, but you have to check which color mode in this document you want to export. So we'll start with RGB. You can also see it in the file name up here that this is an RGB file. So what I'm going to want to do is go and check all my swatches and make sure these swatches are set up in RGB. So go up to Window, Swatches. Okay, so I'm just going to check each color. Let's just double check our swatches here. Okay, this is RGB. Click OK. Let's click our red. Okay, RGB. Click OK. And we also have this color, RGB. Okay, so all of our colors are currently RGB. If you had any colors in here that were set to CMYK, for instance, we would want to switch those. So for clients, I always like to export these web file types: a JPEG, a PNG, and an SVG. An SVG is a scalable vector graphic, so that allows them to scale this logo as large as they need on the web. So let's go up to File, Export, Export for Screens. This Export for Screens module is awesome. You can export lots of different file types in one place. So let's go over here and just check on our settings and the location of where we're saving these. So let's start at the top. We only have one artboard, so we don't have to select a range. Let's figure out where we're going to save this. So I'm going to create a new folder and call it Kansas City Outlaws logo files. Click create. And since we're saving these for the web, I'm going to create a web RGB folder. So all the web files are going in one place. Click create. Okay, down here in the formats, I mentioned we wanted a JPEG. So a JPEG is already listed here. We wanted a PNG, and we want an SVG. I'm going to delete these other file types that we don't need. You can also indicate if you want these to be larger files. So you can do a 1x, which is our artboard is set up at 2000 by 2000, but you can also do 4000 by 4000 at 2x and so on. I think the 1x, since our artboard is large enough, is fine. And the prefix. I'm going to delete whatever's here right now. The prefix is the text that you want before the artboard name. So I want the client's name. Kansas City Outlaws, and then an underscore. Click export, artboard. Okay, so here we go. The files are in the web RGB folder. And at this point, you'd probably want to go just open each of these and check it and make sure it's exactly what you need it to be. So the next step, we're going to save these for print. So we are going to set this file up as CMYK to export it. And you can save your Illustrator files. You can save the RGB version and the CMYK version if you want those to just be separate, like base files as well. But for now, I'm just going to switch the file type in this document. So go to File, Document Color Mode, CMYK. So now this is a CMYK document. You can see it up here. And now we want to make sure that the colors that we're using are set up for CMYK. And if you have very specific values, like you have a pre-established brand, you have a style guide, this is the point where you'd want to just double check that all the colors in your design match the established colors and the style guide. So I'm just going to click on each of these. Our black is set up with CMYK. So when you change the color mode, it should automatically make all the colors in CMYK now. And that's what it's doing. So that's great. We don't really have to adjust anything. Now, let's do that process again. Let's go up to File, Export, Export for Screens. Let's put this in a new folder. So instead of Web RGB, let's make a Print CMYK folder. Click Create. When it comes to print file formats, I like to provide clients a JPEG and an EPS file, and maybe the original AI file too. You don't need PNG because PNG is a web file type only. It is an RGB file type. And SVG is also web only. So I'm going to delete these two and let's add some file types that we need. So here's the EPS file. And I mentioned that I wanted maybe an AI file too, just the original. And then our prefix is already set. So say export artboard. Okay. And this is great. I love that it pops up and shows me exactly where these files were saved. So here they are. So we now have files that are ready for a client. Again, I would like to just open each of these in Illustrator or Photoshop and just double check that each of these files is correct. But at this point, you can prep this and wrap it up and get it ready for the client. To send this to a client, I would zip this file up. So on a Mac, I can right-click my folder and say compress, and it makes this nice zip file that is very easy to email to a client. So that's how you prepare and export logo files for clients using Adobe Illustrator. If you want to learn more about logo design, you can download my free logo design workbook at the bottom of this video. And I also have the logo export cheat sheet at the bottom of this video as well. If you like this tutorial, hit the thumbs up and leave a comment below, and subscribe to CryeStudio for more graphic design and Illustrator tutorials. Thanks so much.